Hey everybody, welcome to this video. So I'm going to be talking to you now about the gap between your desires. And why is this important? Well, if you're part of the Buddhist train of thought, you might think that to have desires is going to lead to suffering. And I understand that. I understand the spiritual essence behind desires and how for some people that can be kind of off-putting because you might think that it's something that's not very spiritual. But if you're a human being, chances are you have a desire. And if you're somebody who's an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur, you ultimately have a goal where you want to be successful, you want to have a lot of revenue, you want to make an impact in this world, and that's great. But the thing I want to talk about here is when you have a desire that you haven't yet achieved, then depending on how wide the gap is between your current reality and your achievement of that desire, you're going to start to have certain emotions and certain feelings based on where you are and where you want to be. So that's what I call the gap of desires. So let's say you're just getting started, you have a business idea, or you might just know you want to leave your job, for example. So the first thing that happens is your desire has been identified. So you know you want to do something, but you don't really know how to do it. You don't have a plan, you don't have a mentor, you don't have a coach. And so at that point, the gap between your desire being identified and the gap or your desire being achieved, it's actually pretty big. And when this gap is really big, what starts to happen is this is where the limiting beliefs come in. So this is where the self-doubt comes in. This is where you might start to have self-sabotaging behaviors like, for example, procrastination. You might start to think, oh, is it even possible for me? So you might start to feel like, let's say, despair. And so basically you feel bad when you have a big gap between your desire being identified and your desire being achieved. So what do we do about that? Well, that's where soothing your negative beliefs and your negative emotions comes in. And this is something that most people don't actually know how to do. So if you don't know how to manage your emotions and manage those negative feelings and the slumps, if you don't know how to manage that gap, basically, then you're just going to give up and quit. But we don't want that to happen, right? So that's why when you get mindset coaching, what we do is we work on your limiting beliefs. We help you identify action plans and specific strategies to help you get over those humps and over those dips. So that way you can keep going with clarity, confidence, courage, and conviction. And so what we're going to do in this program is we're going to help you identify, first of all, which limiting beliefs you actually have. And then we're going to work on soothing. We're going to work on how to manage your emotional state. We're going to talk about emotional mastery. We're going to talk about different stress reduction techniques. We're going to talk about relaxation techniques. We're going to talk about how to calm your nervous system. And these are all tools that will help you become unbreakable and limitless. And this is one of what you're going to actually need if you want to be able to achieve your desires. Because let's face it, if you're a human being, you're going to have desires and you're going to want to achieve them. And in order to be successful, what a lot of business coaches don't teach you is the mindset piece. And so the strategies and the tactics of how to run a business, that's only about 20%. But the 80% is the mind. And so most people don't know how to manage the mind and reprogram limiting beliefs. And so that's why getting coaching is going to be so useful for you. So if you're already in the program, Breakthrough Limiting Beliefs Accelerator, then you don't have to worry about this. But if you do want more help with figuring out how to eliminate limiting beliefs, and how to work with your mind and work on reprogramming installing new beliefs to help you feel more courageous and more confident, then I invite you to go ahead and click the link below and you can book a call with me so you can schedule to see if this is a good fit for you. And if the program works out for you and you're a good fit, then we can go ahead and get you started. All right, see you in the next video.